Alright. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Where are the books? If you can see from the title, we are going to be starting the famous and very highly requested and recommended Inheritance Games series. I can't even explain to you how many times I've had someone tell me to read this series and how amazing it is. I also can't tell you how many times I've seen this TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, absolutely everywhere in the bookstores. I just can't escape it. I'm excited. I heard there's a romance between the brothers, I think. I don't really know exactly what it's completely about. Obviously, Inheritance Games, there's an inheritance I think that the main girl receives, but it's from a different family, and then there's like riddles. I don't really know exactly, but I know there's a romance, there's mystery. Two of my favorite things. I do want to give a quick shout out to Bestie Destiny for sending these to me when I hit 100k. So this video is in honor of her. I think the first one I'm gonna do spoiler free. So if you haven't read the series, the first one will be spoiler free so you can enjoy it, see if you want to read it, see if I like it and all of that. But when we get into the second and the third, it'll be spoilers because we're in the series. I want to give my opinions and stuff. I'm really excited though because I've heard nothing but good things about this series. Let me read the back of it because I don't know exactly what it's about, and I would like to before we get into this. Avery Grams has a plan for a better future, survive high school, win a scholarship, and get out, but her luck changes in an instant when billionaire Tobias Hawthorne dies and leaves her virtually his entire fortune. Okay. The only catch, Avery must move into his sprawling mansion full of secret passages, riddles, and codes. Unfortunately for Avery, Hawthorne House is also occupied by the family that was just disinherited. This includes the 4 Hawthorne grandsons, dangerous magnetic boys who grew up with every expectation that one day they would inherit billions. There's 4 of them, but I'm pretty sure this is like a love triangle. I don't know. Heir apparent Grayson is convinced that Avery is a con woman and he's determined to take her down, but his brother Jameson views her as their grandfather's last hurrah. A twisted riddle. Avery will have to play the game herself to just survive. This sounds so fun. I am so excited. I don't know why. Have you guys ever heard of the show House of Anubis? I don't really remember it because I watched it so long ago and it was just this weird show and it's giving the same vibe. I don't remember what it's about, but it's like the first thing that popped in my head when I read that. But I'm all for riddles and games and mystery and romance. Love that. Chapters look short, which is a win in my book. Why do I always feel crazy when I wear this headband? I just need to wash my hair, so I put it in for now. I wanted to give a first impressions and update on the first one. I fell asleep with the book open like this and my pillow was on top of it, so now look what happened. But I'm on page 108 and I love it. Nothing crazy other than the main point of the book has happened yet. Her and her sister were summoned to Hawthorne House and were told about the will. All the rest of it went to Avery, not the sister. So I'm assuming that since the sister didn't get anything, they're half-sisters, so I don't know. I have predictions. But I love how fast-paced it is. I love like the mystery-ness of the Hawthorne boys. You have Nash, Grayson, Jameson, and Alexander. I know that there's like people like different ones, but right now my favorites are Alexander. I think he's the youngest and he's just like fun. I don't know. Him and Jameson are my favorite. Grayson is kind of mean. Not mean, but he's just like all mad. And then Nash is just the oldest. I don't know. I don't feel like he's like, I feel like he doesn't do too much, but he kind of like, I feel like Libby has a thing for him, the sister. Anyway, but there's like little clues or she's trying to figure out like little things because I think it was Jameson told Avery that their grandfather loved riddles, loved puzzles and stuff like that, and that he thinks that Avery's like the last puzzle for them to like solve after his death, obviously, and that his grandfather like planned all of this in a way. Well, obviously he did because he wrote the will. Curious to see like how this ends, and there's 2 more books, so I'm just like, what is in the other 2? I also just saw on Instagram, I think they're coming out with another book. I didn't really look into what it was about because I don't know if it's gonna spoil anything for me, but I'm gonna keep reading. Got my headphones. I don't know where it's gonna go. I mean, I have a few predictions in my head of why she got the money and all the inheritance and stuff, but I have a feeling that I'm wrong. But I love me some riddles and games and whatnot. I feel like it's gonna be really fun. Loving it though. I feel like this is a good book. Like, it's not it's not like other books I've read. Other like will and inheritance things. It's like, oh, the family's out to kill whoever got most of the money or whatever. This is like a riddle and a game, and it's not just like the basic story of like a family after they get read the grandfather's will. You know what I mean? Like someone dies. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see how far I get today. I will update you guys. I'm excited to see where it goes. Bye. I'm on chapter 50, page 205. I feel like so much has gone on, yet nothing is going on. Like, they've gotten a little bit further to figuring out why Avery got the will. They don't know exactly if the grandfather put them up to like this test and this adventure riddle puzzle to figure out. They don't know exactly if he did, but they're like suspecting and like finding a bunch of clues, I guess, that would say that he did this on purpose and planned this out so precisely, which that part is very interesting. There's also a lot of characters in this book that aren't even part of the family, but were a part of the Hawthorne family's past, I guess you can say, that comes up. So that's interesting. I'm excited to find out what happened there. So far, so good. I don't want to say too much, but this update was really nothing crazy because nothing, I guess some stuff has happened. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. I'll come back probably when I finish, honestly, and give you my final thoughts. Unless I find something crazy out, then I'll tell you guys that something crazy has happened. We'll see what happens. Let's talk about it. I loved it. I wasn't sure where it was gonna go because you have the riddles of what the grandfather was leaving them, but then you also have like this little mystery thing that's involved of what everyone's talking about, but then you also have obviously her trying to figure out her new life, and then all the brothers. I will say like the romance part of it, or what's supposed to be the romance, I don't really love that much. I think it's interesting that it's put in there to give it like something else included. You know, I do love a good romance, but I hope in the second one it gets more into that because I didn't love it in here. I didn't feel it. I don't know. Highly recommend. This was fast-paced, entertaining, fun. I don't know what I would rate it though. Is it 5 stars? I don't know. The ending was really good though. I thought that this whole riddle thing was gonna go into the second one, but now I feel like there's a whole different storyline that we're gonna get in the second one. So I'm happy about that. I like when the books or like series don't like drag on into each one, like you get a different story and you take what's from the first one into the second, but I'm gonna say right now I'm between a 4.5 and a 5. Will I round up? I don't know. We'll find out. But right now, 4.5/5. We'll find out while I'm editing and when I rate on Goodreads, but highly recommend. If you're watching this and you haven't read this yet and you're watching the spoiler-free section, I think you should pick this up. Honestly, I think if you're in a slump, this could be good because of how fast-paced and easy it is to read, and it'll keep you on your toes because you have that little mystery. Characters are fun. There's so many different ones. It lived up to the hype. Now the second one we're gonna get into now. This is the Hawthorne Legacy. Let me read the back of this. This is now going to be into the spoiler section, so if you haven't read these books, maybe don't watch this section. If you have, hey, this is gonna be fun. I could talk more freely about what's going on. If you haven't read the first but you watched the spoiler free, definitely go read it and then come back and we could share our opinions together. Overnight, Avery Grahams went from sleeping in her car to billionaire heiress. Avery is on the hunt for the one person who might hold the answers to all her questions, including why eccentric billionaire Tobias Hawthorne left his entire fortune to Avery, a virtual stranger, instead to his daughters and 4 grandsons. Grayson and Jameson Hawthorne pull Avery in different directions as she works through puzzle after puzzle. Nothing is as it seems, and it's getting harder to tell who her allies are and who will stop at nothing to see Avery out of the picture by any means necessary. Grayson and Jameson, obviously the love interests. Hi, we're on the spoiler section. This is your last warning. If you have not read it and you don't want spoilers, please log off or exit out. I hope you enjoyed the first half. Definitely go read it if you haven't already. See you in the next one. Have a great day. This, as I can see, is going to be more of a romance. Not a romance. It's going to have more of the romance in it, which I'm very excited about because the first one, like, I think they gave us Grayson and Jameson as like those little moments between them and obviously the kiss, but I feel like it wasn't enough. If I'm gonna be honest, it was like too quick of scenes. I was thinking about it and I was like, from where my stance before reading the second and the third, you're a Grayson girl if you like grumpy sunshine, if you like brooding characters, and you're a Jameson girl if you like the playful characters. Do you know what I mean? This one ended crazy. The Harry that she used to play chess with in the very beginning of this book is where she thinks is Tobias' son, that died. We love a good mystery like that. I love how fast these books are too. I feel like I can finish this in like a day and a half. I hope the chapters are just as short because that's what really got me. I just was like flying through it. I'm excited. I'm gonna go find a book playlist for this one. I'm gonna go shut myself away from the world. I will see you with an update. Year you're telling me that everything just clicked? I mean, I had this feeling that low-key she would be part of the family because it just didn't make sense, but then I was like, why would she have romantic interests in the book if she's part of the family? You know, that's just, hopefully that wasn't the case. But I just found out, well, she has this inkling and she feels like, which I think she's right, we don't have proof. We have good enough proof that Toby, the grandfather's son that he adopted, is allegedly Avery's father. And it all makes sense. It's all clicking. I'm kind of mad at myself for not putting those pieces together because I was like, when I first started off, I was like, yeah, Harry, the dude she plays chess with, like, why would they put that character in there and like brought him up a few more times if he didn't matter more than just a guy she played chess with that was homeless? So I'm over here like, this is crazy. I hope they find him. I hope she gets answers. I feel like that's what this book is going to be now, and I'm just over here shook. I'm truly shook, and I can't believe I didn't see this one coming. Like Loki did, but like not this way. Anyway, only on page 60. Wonder what's gonna happen here. I feel like they're now gonna maybe try to find him. Maybe they do find him. Maybe there's like another game in order to find him. I don't know, but this is so fun. I'm like loving this. I love the game. It's entertaining, and I'm excited to keep going. So going back in my world. Talk to you guys later. I'm excited to find out more, and we'll see what happens. Has happened. I'm on, actually don't know, 271. So I have about, I love to like guess how many pages I have left. I literally don't know. Maybe 80 pages left. First of all, Grayson kissing her during the interview, or like to interrupt her to stop talking because she was about to say that Toby was her father, kissed her. I still don't feel anything between them. I'm team Jameson. I think that they are perfect together because there's like other little scenes that I just like, I'm loving it, and I think that I love them together. So if you are team Grayson, I would love to know how and why, up until this point at least. But they've uncovered so much. They went through like the puzzle that the grandfather left for his daughters, like their mom and their aunt, Sky and Zara, found Nash's father and figured out that all this stuff. The whole invisible ink thing was fun because they found that letter where he basically, the grandfather, admitted that Toby was alive and doesn't want to be found. And then she realized at the end of the letter, the grandfather was like, these are the places he could be. And those were all the places on the postcards from her mother that she always looked at when she was like growing up and stuff, Avery. And she was like, you Hawthorns and your invisible ink. And she just ran into her room to read it. So I literally am right at the part where it said, slowly I read it, I drank up every word, and I stopped right there. So I'm excited to see what's written on there. This book was crazy. I think I liked this one so far. Obviously I'm not done, more than the first one. The first one was kind of like setting it up, getting into the world, getting the characters, and figuring out like the puzzle and the game and crazy stuff about the family. But this one I feel like is more like into it. Like I really like this one. I'm also all for family drama, family secrets. Like I love things like that. So like, I'm enjoying it so much. So I'm very happy. I'm gonna go finish it now. I'm so excited to see how this ends. I remember saying in the beginning of this one when I was about to start that this was gonna be when they found Toby. I'm assuming the last one, the final gambit, is when they find him, and I'm excited to see how that goes down. I'm also excited to see how it all plays out with like Jameson, Avery, and Grayson. I don't see like the love triangle thing. Like I see her attraction to Grayson and stuff, but that's it. Like they're attracted to each other, but like I feel like the Jameson and her, like it's deeper, you know? I'm eating it up. I'm loving it. I'm excited to finish and see how this one ends, and I'm excited to start the last one. So I will update you guys when I start the next one and how I feel about the ending. I'm excited. I have officially finished this morning. I had like 20 pages left. I'm obsessed with this one. This one was really, really good. So many twists and turns. So many, she's not his daughter. Like that got me. Something else got, I think that's what like shook me last night. I remember reading it and I was like, I still don't like Thea. I feel like are we just gonna blow over the fact that she was the one that like coerced her into the whole thing that happened? When I read books late at night, I kind of just like forget everything. So I'm trying to like remember what happened. But I will say that I'm intrigued now to read this one. I still am on the fence about how people love Grayson with her. I don't know where this love triangle is coming from. Like they have moments and stuff, and yeah, that kiss, it was fake kiss. Like the whole end when Jameson was like, I wish I was annotating this, I should have. Okay, well, while I find it, I still want to say that Xander is like my favorite. Oh, I found it. Xander is my favorite brother. I love him. I think he's so fun. I think he's the comedic relief that everyone needs. But Jameson was like, he gave the coin and he was like, you don't have to kiss me now. You don't have to love me now, Eris. But when you're ready, if you're ever ready, if it's gonna be me, just flip that disc. Heads, I kiss you. Tails, you kiss me. And either way, it means something. And then the end of the book, she flipped the coin. It said tails. She said, I kiss you. I love them. I think that they're amazing together. Anyway, aside from the romance, because I know I'm a sucker for any kind of romance, this one was crazy because like I said in another clip, I love good family secrets. I love good family drama. This one was insane. There's so many people and pieces. I'm excited and hopeful. The third one that we're gonna find Xander's father, and did we find Jameson's? I don't think so. I think it was just Grayson and Nash's. I also want to know what's going on between Nash and Libby. Like, that is just a little romance secret that I need more of, and I wish that I got a book of just them two because I love them. Even though we don't get a lot of them, I love them and I want to know what they do in their free time together. I also feel like this book is so, like, just the series is so fast paced. Like, I love how everything is just so quick and you just get to the point like real quick. There's no like scenes that just drag on. There's no extra fluff in the book. Like, it's to the point. That's what the story's about. These are the puzzles. This is what we're figuring out, and everything just like comes together. So many different characters too, and I thought that I was gonna get confused because there's like the Lachlan's, whatever. There's a lot of characters. Haven't been confused yet. I mean, a little bit. The whole Lachlan tree confused me, but not anymore. 5 stars. This one was really good. Fast paced. Loved. Then I read a chapter of this so far. See how far we get today. Some updates. I read the summary of this one and it said that there's someone that comes in for one final game, and I'm like, who comes in? Also, crazy ending in that one when Eli, old bodyguard, sold her out, but then Melly, I think she was like a maid or something, ended up being siblings, and their sister, was it, is Toby's real daughter. I don't know, that whole thing was crazy. I love some good tea. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. We'll see how this one stands against the first two. Always like series, I feel like at this point I'm over it. I'm like, I don't want to keep going, end it. We're dragging on at this point, but no, I'm excited. I want this to go on forever. I'm gonna miss these characters so much. I need to make this into a show / movie. Are they? I don't know, but okay. I'm gonna keep reading. I will come back with further updates. Horrible lighting again. I don't know why I keep updating at night, but I am on page 99. First of all, I love Jameson. I love him so much. I think he deserves the world. I hope Avery doesn't do anything wrong. I hope she doesn't get into anything with Grayson because I will cry. Aside from the romance, Eve is back, so Toby's real daughter. She's kind of sus to me. I don't know. Like, she's not sus. Like, I feel like I trust her kind of, but like also she's like, she's low-key sus, but she looks so much like Emily, so Grayson's like very interested. I like this storyline because now they're trying to find Toby. Someone like kidnapped him, so they have a missing person, and there's clues and like puzzles and stuff for them to figure out in order to get him back. Like, they're sending Avery like notes and stuff, so I love that. I love Xander so much. Xander and Max, like low-key, the two of them, I love them so much. And again, Libby and Nash, I need more of them. So far so good. I don't have much to say. Like, nothing crazy has gone on yet. They've just gotten a few clues. Eve's come back. Nothing really crazy yet, so I am enjoying it. I love that this hasn't put me in a slump. Like, this is a good series to just like binge. I'll let you know anything happens, if anything has sparked my attention. I'm wearing my shirt that says Harry is my bestie. I got it from Mustard Yard Press on Insta, and I'm gonna sleep in it tonight. I love it so much. I will come back. See you later. Let's talk. I'm ready to talk. I didn't get too far from last time on chapter 35, 137. Need to know who's holding Toby captive. I'm like on the edge of my seat trying to figure this out myself while they're going through clues. I personally think it's someone living in Hawthorne House, or, I'm about to sound real crazy right now, the grandfather. I feel like I wouldn't put it past this author and these books for the grandfather to still be alive. You know what I mean? Fake his death, that type of thing. And I could be completely wrong, and I'm gonna sound so crazy editing this back, but you know what? Why not just put that out there? I also am so curious as to why we found out that the grandfather knew about Eve, so why did he leave the fortune to Avery? That's sticking with me. I wish I could ask him. I hope they find out why he left it to Avery and not Eve, because he knew about Eve, which is Toby's real daughter. Maybe because Toby's real true love was Avery's mom, and Avery's mom helped him, like saved him low-key. High key? I don't know. So many questions that I have, and I hope that this book answers them. I guess we'll find out. I have like, I always have to calculate how many pages I have left or I won't be able to finish the book. 230 pages left, so let's read a bunch today, see how far I get. Maybe I'll finish it. I don't know. I'm hoping I do, but I hope some questions get answered real soon, or else I might start going crazy. Also, Did I talk about Grayson and Eve? I think I did. He called her Evie. Huh? I will come back. So it's a good while later. I'm now on page, I think, 268. I just stopped. Yeah. Can I say maybe unpopular opinion? I think we're stretching here. There's too many people now, too many connections. We're too far down the line. I feel like it's connecting, obviously, as it's going on, but I just feel like you should have kept it more, I don't know, maybe like in the immediate family. I don't know. Like, it makes sense, I guess. We're going back to the grandfather, how he got his billions of dollars and starting there, but like all the connections and the children, grandchildren, and it's just like a little too much. Like, there's too many different members. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that way when they were reading the last one? I mean, it's not bad. It's just, it feels a bit of a stretch. I don't know. I just don't think I like where this one went. Trying to find Toby, and who has Toby, we figured out was, well, actually, we don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure we do know for sure, but the Laughlin's daughter had Toby with the grandfather's business partner that he played and took all his billions, but he was like 20 and Mallory was like 16. I think they were trying to hide it or something, and now that business partner has Toby and wants his son's remains. They think that his remains, or Avery thinks that his remains are somewhere under the Hawthorne, or somewhere in the Hawthorne place, and that the grandfather buried them there. I don't know. Like, is that not crazy to even just try to explain? Like, there's too many family tree lines and connecting dots. Maybe my brain can't pick it up, but I don't know. It's fine. I'm excited to just finish it now at this point. It still is entertaining to go along with her, but at this point I'm just like low-key over it. Hate to say it because we've gone so far. We'll see how it ends. We'll see if I think the ending was good. So far right now, I'm not loving it. Like, I'm not loving where this whole mystery was going, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I'm gonna go finish it and we'll see how I feel. I'll let you know how I feel and what I rate it. So far it's not as good as the first two, and usually that happens in series. Like, it's hard to get better from the first two at least. And we'll find out. So I just finished this morning. It's freezing in my room. Anyway, I ended up giving it 3.5 stars. The storyline was like really good in the beginning. I liked how they were trying to find Toby, like whatever. I don't know, I didn't love Eve and their storyline and where she came from and all of that. Like, I knew Eve was bad because at the end Eve turned on them, obviously. And I wish that this one, like, Grayson had more time in the book. I don't know, I feel like his character like low-key changed throughout it. I like kind of missed him through the end of it. But I will say that I like how it was full circle. Like, she ended up playing chess at the end. She gave the money, or majority of the money, to charity. There's a game she's playing at the end. Like, I love the way it wrapped up. And then as for Jameson and Avery, I love how the author didn't make it a huge deal of the love triangle. I thought the love triangle was more severe. Like, yeah, Avery had moments with Grayson and little scenes with him, but I feel like it wasn't as deep on a romantic level. Like, I feel like it was more, he like was able to trust her and vent to her in a way, and the trust was there, so he was able to be like kind of vulnerable. But I don't think they were like romantically whatever. But I love Grayson. Like, I love Grayson as a character. If he were a book boyfriend, like, great character, just not for Avery, you know? And yeah, I just wish I got more of Libby and Nash. I love Xander still. I think he's my favorite character in the whole series. The whole series was really fun. I like the games and the puzzles that they play throughout every single book. I loved that they included that and kept it going even after they kept figuring out the majority of them. I think the series is so fun. It's so fast-paced and so easy to get through. It'll just like keep you on your toes with the characters. Like, I love the characters. Also, Alyssa, when they stole her, that was a little sad. But I feel like they brushed that over. Like, they didn't really talk about her at the end. I didn't really love the last one like that much. I didn't love it as much as the first two. Love the characters. I'm actually really gonna miss them. I'm kind of upset that it's over now because, oh, there's one more. Isn't the author coming out with a spin-off or something? Thank God I have that because I'm really gonna miss them. It's like one of those, like, they are a family, but I was about to say found family, but I guess technically they're family. But like the group, you know? Like, I'm just like, I love books that have a group that's like in the whole book, the whole series, and like side characters become like major characters in my head, and I just like, I love knowing the personalities by the end of it. It's just so fun. The romance was like in there, but nothing crazy. I thought based off of what I've seen and heard, it was more intense of romance issues. There's definitely some good scenes. Overall rating of the whole series, I would give like 4 stars. Like, it was really fun. By the end of it, also, like the puzzle pieces they were trying to put together and figure out, it went right over my head. So at that point, I wasn't trying to like go along with them. I was just like reading, letting them figure it out, because the first two, like, it was fun because I was trying to figure it out too. But I enjoyed it. Thank you to everyone that has recommended the series to me so many times. I am so happy I finally got to it. Thank you, Destiny, Bestie Destiny, for sending these to me. I loved it. Now I guess I'll wait for the spinoff to come out. Those are my thoughts. I don't think I have anything else to say. Thank you guys for watching this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on the books if you have read them. I am assuming by this point you have, because this is all spoilers at the end. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you hopefully in the next one. Bye!